I traded it all if I gave it.
So welcome back, everyone. This is going to be really fun, okay? My next guest is Loriann Meekum, and she is the owner of Loriann's World Tours, and her local division here is called Arizoning Tours. What is that? Tell everybody a little bit about what it is that you do. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Good to be here. So Loriann's World Tours is an international tour company, and we lead small group tours to Europe. Arizoning Tours is something that I started recently, and it was in response to basically a feeling that I had when I was going to Europe, and we would go into these cities and we would have walking tours and get to know get into the historic city center. I started thinking, well, what's going on in Phoenix? And so I started digging around. I wanted to see, is anybody showing off Phoenix? Is anybody celebrating Phoenix? Is anybody getting into these little interesting neighborhoods and letting people know about the cool things that we have in Phoenix? And I discovered that there was no one that was doing this on a regular basis. There was a few, unguided walking tours. There's some bus tours. There's some van tours. But there isn't anyone doing like a consistent walking tours into some of the fascinating neighborhoods that we have here in Phoenix.
Well, we do have fascinating things right here in our own backyard. Give us an example, because we're going to be doing a giveaway real quickly. I want to be able to get that. So some of the tours, the walking tours that you do, give a couple of them that we're going to do.
Okay, so one of them is just around the corner from here. It's in the Coronado Historic District. And if you've driven down 16th Street, you'll notice that there's a lot of street murals along there. If you don't drive through there, you wouldn't even know that they're there. But there's some fascinating artwork there, and it was done from a movement or an organization that the chef from Barrio Cafe started, and she wanted to show off her Hispanic culture. And so she organized this and brought in some internationally acclaimed artists, and we have their work right here.
And you're going to be giving away some tickets. That's going to be coming up, that you're doing this particular tour, if I'm not correct. It's the street art tour in the Coronado Downtown Historic District right here in Phoenix. It's going to be October 29th from 1 to 3 p.m. So it'll be nice and cooler, right, as well,
yeah.
we hope. And also, we've got 10 people that are going to win. These are $10 a person. So we're going to give away 10 of them right here on the show. We want everyone to get involved and see what we have right here in our own backyard. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. 10 people are going to win this. It's a $10 value free to you, or if you've got a friend, let them come along. It'll be a lot of fun. You can check them out on their website. It's AZing. How do I say that? So AZing, so it's AZING tours, it's cute.com. You can also Facebook her as well. Also, she's going to you can also call her if you want to talk to her a little bit. Her phone number is 480-343-3024. Okay, let's go back to some of the other ones that this is going to sound like a real fun one. Does the tour, it's $10, so what does it include?
Well, we start this out at a place called Swiss Metalworks, and this is another thing I kind of wanted to say. The people in the neighborhood have been so receptive. My first introduction to the Coronado District, I was wanting to do a street art tour, and I started driving around some of the Phoenix neighborhoods to see what was out there, and I came upon this beautiful mural, and it was on the back of a company called Swiss Metalworks. Well, I went in there and I said, what can you tell me about this? So anyway, Goody is the owner. He referred me to several different people, and that's how I got started getting acquainted with this neighborhood. So anyway, what we do is we walk around and we talk about the historic architecture. There's some fabulous 1920s architecture, a little bit of Art Deco. There's bungalows. We talk about that. We talk about some... there's a lot of revitalization and a close-knit neighborhood there. And then we go to, we walk along 16th Street. There's a few little alleyways in there.
Go ahead.
And
go ahead.
And we go to the Bee's Knees, the Hive. Those are some new friends that I've met. There's a little art gallery there. That's all included in the tour.
Well, now, during this walk, how long? So you said that it's from 1 to 3 o'clock. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot that they're going to learn.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
And you can go into some of the businesses and can they shop and things like that as well if they want, or is it more just a learning tour?
This tour is mostly outside because we're talking about the historic architecture and the street art. There are a few places, and I'm not going to give away all of my secrets, but there are a few places where we can stop in.
And you thought that Arizona was just desert. It's just not. There's lots of cool things. We've got 10 people that are going to win. These tickets are $10 value, free to you or someone you know. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. This particular walk is happening October 29th from 1 to 3 p.m. It's going to be beautiful out and a great thing to take someone that you know as well. And you can call in here. You can also call her at 480-343-3024. I'm going to let everyone call throughout the rest of the show. The website is AZing.tours.com. Okay, so let's go back. You have these local tours, and then you've said that people just are really, really being receptive to them. So what types of people go on your local tours?
Yeah, that's a good question. You know, when we travel in Europe, a lot of those, we just kind of show up on a street corner, and there's people there, and we go on a tour. Here, it's not. We don't have that type of traffic. So what I've found that the people, there's about 3 different categories. There's people that live in the Phoenix area that have been here forever and had no idea what we have here.
Most people don't.
Yeah. And then you have people that have company that comes into town. You know, people say, well, what's there to do in Phoenix? Well, show off your town. So you can invite your out-of-town guests. And then we also do corporate and private tours. A little interesting thing happened just not too long ago. We were at a mixer, and we just happened to meet someone that brings in corporate tours. And she said, now, what's Arizona Ing? We told her, and she said, are you kidding me? Where have you been? So there are companies that come here for conferences, and they need something to acquaint their people with Phoenix. So that's another big market.
Now, will all of your tours basically be in the Phoenix area, or will you also take some up to Sedona or things like that? Or basically, are you just going to keep it right here in Phoenix?
Right now, my intention is to just keep it in Phoenix. We have so much here. There's so many suburbs. You know, we have Glendale, Mesa, Chandler.
And each one of them have their different sort of flair,
yes.
sort of say.
Yep.
Of course, downtown is going to be much different. And there's also the historic homes that are absolutely fabulous. I can't even believe that they're even here. Mm-hmm. But also, when you go to Glendale, it's got to be completely different, right?
Yes.
So this tour that you're going to have, it is from 1 to 3 p.m. It is on October 29th. Do they sign up? I know they're hearing it here. How would they get in touch with you to sign up?
Go to my website and send me an email. If you go to my website, typically you'll have to, submit you'll need to pay online. But since you're winning this, then just send me an email and I'll put you on the list.
Okay, so here website is AZing, so it says AZING Tours. That's with an S.com. You can also call her. Her phone number is 480-343-3024. You can Facebook her as well. We've got 10 of these tickets that we're giving away, and I am going to let everybody call throughout the rest of the show. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. It's a $10 value. What a fun thing to do. You've got family coming in, something to do with them. If you want to just do something with someone that you know, just a night out, how different would that be? But if you want to learn about our actual art that we have here, our galleries that we have here, and all of the things, it sounds like a wonderful thing that this woman, literally, she wanted to bring out her heritage, so to say.
Right.
That's really neat. So what are some of the other things that you're going to do? We have a few more minutes. Go ahead.
One thing that I wanted to do when I started doing this is to kind of highlight some of the unique individuals that we have here in town. For those of you that have been to the Lely International Supermarket, I didn't realize that was a local chain. So I actually went in, met Ming Trong. He told me some stories that aren't on his website. we got to go taste the food. He lets me walk through, and that's just a fun thing too. If you're into tasting exotic
so you do
foods.
those kinds of tours as well?
Yep, we have a market tour into the Lely International
So there's
Supermarket.
the Lely. There's I know an Indian one here, I think, that just opened up recently. There's a lot of different ones.
There's an Art Deco tour. There's a walking tour of Glendale. Downtown Glendale, we have a Mesa Historic Bike Tour. And there's more to come.
Oh, my God. It sounds like fun. So only here on Networking Arizona would you hear it. And you've got to check out her website. It's AZing. So AZING. I love it. AZing. Tours.com. Her phone number is 480-343-3024. Maybe you have somebody out there has a real neat story that you want to tell and have her come and maybe bring some people and do a tour around there. You can check her out on also Facebook. You can Facebook her. It's AZing. AZING tours.com. And I'm going to let everyone call throughout the rest of the show. This particular art tour that she's got coming up October 29th, it is the street art tour in the Coronado Downtown Historic District of right here, Phoenix. It's absolutely phenomenal. It is October 29th. It's from 1 to 3 p.m. She's got 10 of these tickets that she wants to give away. And if you have a little somebody that you want to bring with her, just tell us. We'll make sure that you get 2 of them. We've got 10 tickets we're giving away. Keep on calling throughout the rest of the show. The number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Check her out. It's AZing, so it's just AZING tours.com.